Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. So I was able to spare about an hour in the PTS today because curiosity kind of dragged me in there, and I was able to learn a few things in the 1 hour 30 minutes or so that I was in there. So thankfully there are all these caches that you can purchase and open them in order to get your gear, so you don't have to run around farming. You can do everything right there in the base of operations to kind of see and get a feel for what kinds of talents will work and how easy it is for you to be able to spec to different talents being unlocked. So I was able to test out Bloodsucker and kind of look at what that would look like if you were to either run that compared to Unbreakable. And I think I came to the conclusion that Bloodsucker seems like it will be valuable in PvP, but in PvE, something like Unbreakable will probably work better. Now, I have not tested Unbreakable, but if you look at the talent, it clearly says that you regain 75% of your armor when it's depleted, and you only need about 9 of the defensive attributes in order to proc it, compared to Bloodsucker where you need about 11. So this will probably be able to give you more wiggle room in your build, and so I see that as a valuable tool in PvE. Now, it may be also valuable in PvP. I mean, 75%, it may have a modifier as well. So my take is that Unbreakable might be a more valuable tool to go with. I don't know how it necessarily works in PvP, and I'm probably not going to test it. But my major recommendation is when I actually put my build together and ran an invaded mission, I noticed that I wasn't encountering a lot of elite enemy NPCs, and I think the developers have done this on purpose because they don't want you to run there with 100% damage to elites and knock down everybody as you're running through the mission with too much ease. So they mixed up the pool of enemy NPCs that come at you, and if this is going to be slightly a representation of what we're going to see after the PTS, then I would say attributes and talents that give weapon damage are now going to be very valuable in the game, especially with the new recalibration system. I think that's actually going to work very well for a lot of people. So right now, if you're farming, especially with your holsters didn't seem to change too much. There might be some changes in the next phase of the PTS, or maybe the developers might add something, but holsters that have talents that help with maybe headshot damage or maybe weapon damage, those are probably going to be very valuable for you because you're not going to necessarily encounter too many elites, and if you do, you still have enough damage that can take down everybody. So you might want to be very reserved on how you're looking at damage to elites. Maybe in the raids, damage to elites might be something that we'll use, or might be something that will come in valuable, but as a PvE player, it's just something that I saw and it really caught my attention because playing the whole mission, I could almost count how many elites I encountered on one hand. I think I encountered only about 6 from a lot of enemy NPCs, which is quite significantly low. If I expect into a lot of damage to elites, who knows, I may have missed out on a lot of damage that I could have been dealing to other regular NPCs because my build was quite restricted and it's something I put together in about an hour. So another thing too might also be, it may be that every mission will probably load more randomly, and so in some cases you might get some more elites than other cases, but I ran solo, and so that was the scaling that was actually presented to me. So this is the one recommendation that I wanted to make. I'm gonna go back in there, every single thing that I can find I'll put out there for you guys, and we'll just have a discussion about it. So leave something in the comment section toward this effect. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really excited to even have had an hour today to get in there because, like y'all know, it's really busy out here. But you know, it was actually fun to be able to get my hands on some of the talents and some of the weapons and kind of test and get a feel for them. And if you're on PC, I'll encourage you to maybe go in there. I know I had a weird outlook on having to test the PTS in the first place, but you know, at this point, I think, you know, why are we here as Division players, even though the developers could have done this by themselves? But hey, I guess my mind is changing. Anyways, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for your time and audience, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace.